Hey, what's up guys, it's Blake, and today we're going to be counting down my favorite songs by Neck Deep, who is debatably the biggest modern pop-punk band in the world right now. They just released their new album, The Peace and the Panic, and it's by far their biggest album to date, and their popularity just keeps growing and growing. I've been waiting to make this video since the album has been really released, and I've had time to really put it all together and make a really well-informed list. As much as I love The Peace and the Panic, Life's Not Out to Get You is my favorite album theirs, just because I think it's their most pure pop-punk album and their pop-punk peak, I guess. There's not a ton of experimentation on that album like we get on The Peace and the Panic, and there's some deviation away from essential style, like what I think Wishful Thinking lacked. Essentially, what Neck Deep is doing right now is really exciting. They're one of the few bands who I think have some mainstream appeal and some potential to break out. They're the biggest band on Hopeless Records right now, and they're going to be getting a ton of promotion and a ton of opportunities thrown their way. I'm really happy with them and can't wait to see what they do. I wouldn't consider them a favorite band, but I do love them and their music, so let's get into the list.
And maybe you would know just how it felt to be like me at my lowest as you let me out the door.
To open up the list at number 10, I chose I Hope This Comes Back to Haunt You off of Life's Not Out to Get You. I love how this song starts really slow and uses both guitars and the bass all working together to create some really deep and harmonious layers that really set up the entrance of the drums. It's such a well-written build-up until the first chorus, which hits so hard just because of that really nice crescendo. It does it again in the second verse, and naturally you'd expect it to be slightly stale after hearing it once, but it works even better the second time around, I think. The message of the song is really great as well, all about getting your heart kind of broken and coming back from it to be like better than ever. It really speaks to focusing on the good parts of life instead of focusing on all the negativity. It's a message I can really get behind, and it's a song that's helped me in some tougher situations. At number 9, I chose The Grand Delusion off of The Peace and the Panic. The first time I heard the song, I absolutely despised it. I kind of hate myself for it now, but I just remember being like, wow, this is terrible. But after like replaying it in my head for like days and days and days, I learned to love it. The hook in this song is undeniable. I definitely think it's one of Neck Deep's stronger choruses from their new album, but it's easily my favorite guitar work from the album. The intro guitar part is such a catchy lead part, but easily my favorite part of the song is the way that it breaks down a completely clean guitar on the bridge and how it really blossoms back up to the full band. It's really one of the more divisive and contrasting parts Neck Deep has to offer, and really caught my attention the first time I heard it. And this is a song I really just can't wait to hear live because of how bouncy and upbeat it is. I think it has potential to be one of Neck Deep's more well-known songs that isn't a single. At number 8, I chose Lime Street off of Life's Not Out to Get You. This is one of those songs that's incredibly sad, but goes under the emo radar because of how upbeat and happy sounding it is. It's a sneaky one that's all about not being good enough and how you miss someone that meant a lot to you at one point and how they're gone and they're probably never coming back. Lyrically, it's an emotional mess, but I'm all about it because I am too. There's an acoustic version of this song on the deluxe edition of Life's Not Out to Get You that I really wish they toned down, but it really sounds exactly the same just with acoustic guitars, and I think it's a huge missed opportunity. Instrumentally, this song is the complete opposite of what I would expect from the lyrics, but it mixes a faster verse and slower chorus, which is pretty unconventional as well. It gives you time to really sit on the words and be like, oh wow, this song is actually depressing as hell. For number 7, I chose What Did You Expect off of Wishful Thinking. It's one of Neck Deep's angrier and more aggressive songs, which is a lot of the reason a lot of the older fans like myself fell in love with it. Hearing Angry Ben is nice and refreshing when you compare it to a lot of the newer stuff that's a little more sad. Neck Deep has a song for pretty much really every negative mood, and this one really nails the angsty and pissed off side. I do love how this song does some I really like how the song has some lyrical progression in it as well. It's not just fuck him, burning all the bridges all the way through, you know, there's some lyrical depth. By the bridge, there's this shift in thinking towards moving on and accepting what's happened. It's a healthy switch in thinking and really allows the song to end in a healthy way. But the first half is such a nice rant about people that suck, and that's why I love it. close out the first half of the list at number 6, I chose Cali Mall off of Life's Not Out to Get You. This was originally my favorite song off of this album, but I've grown to love other things from that album. But this song is possibly my favorite song to hear live by the band. There's just unreal energy in the song. It's a fucking bop and a half. This is another really highly relatable one about literally getting your heart ripped out of your chest and let down hard. It's another really sneaky, depressing song. Neck Deep is really good at masking it behind catchy and positive sounding melodies. I fucking lived by the lyrics for this song for like 6 months after this song came out, especially the "you're gonna get killed chasing after all your damn fortune and glory." Maybe I will, but not today. That was a song I like put my entire life on. It became really anthemic for me because it seemed that's how everything would always go. Things would always be great for me and everything would be going fine until it all fucking crashed away. It's an anthem for me because of that.
Forget the past and all the heartache, the growing pains that keep you awake. I'll sing you to sleep with songs that let you.
To open up the second half at number 5, I chose Growing Pains off of Wishful Thinking. This is another emotional one for me. It's such a positive song, which is so shocking for this negative fucking band. I love that it's about going completely out of your way to make something work for someone else because you love and care about them and they make you happy. It's basically saying, hey, we're here for one another, let's do the most for each other that we can and hopefully it'll all work out for us. I know it's a really fast and chuggy pop punk song, but the guitar lead that plays throughout really the entire song captures the emotion of the whole thing really well and pulls on you a little bit. It's easily my favorite song off of Wishful Thinking and speaks to the lyrical dynamics of Ben's writing and how he can mix in different themes.
I've heard some heavy lies, so say you're true.
At number 4, I chose Heavy Lies off of The Peace and the Panic. This is another really emotional, upbeat song, and I'm kind of finding I like songs like this more than anything else, if you haven't noticed yet, because I definitely have by making this list. But this is another song with really great and creative guitar work that both parts go well together. It's my favorite chorus on The Peace and the Panic because of that really slow and elongated melody that's very similar to what they're going for on Lime Street. But the lyrics in the song is what gets me every time. They just make me so emotional even though I have no current connection to them. It's about getting hurt and knowing you're getting played and how that affects you internally. Like someone comes into something with pure intentions and gets fucked over and it's unfortunate, and this song perfectly talks about that feeling of getting fucked over. Out of everything, the bridge hits me the hardest. I can't take a few more several weeks of back and forth, and I've said it before, but "you're better off with me" line really gets me. I know that wasn't really exact lyricism, but I'm sorry. It's a tough one to hear for some weird reason. At number 3, I picked Rock Bottom off of Life's Not Out to Get You, another lyrical heavy hitter. This one has the perfect get back up again after being knocked down and give the world hell type of song. When things have gone wrong for me in the past, this song has been the absolute go-to. Resurrect and Start Again has been an incredibly important line to me. A little bit of a life anthem for me since this song has come out. It's slightly special to me, as sappy as that may sound. Piecing together thoughts on this song is kind of tough for me besides just that line and what it means to me, just because the entire song just feels so redemptive. It's one of the most special and deep songs Neck Deep has. It's the perfect closer to Life's Not Out to Get You and really one of my favorite closing tracks of all time. It sums up the album so well beyond explanation, both lyrically and instrumentally.
Don't stop now, though the motion sickness has you spinning out, 'cause you're on your way.
At number 2, I chose Motion Sickness from The Peace and the Panic. This is the ultimate pop punk song. It's got the perfect up-tempo vibe combined with the sickest intro I've ever heard. It's such a simple song, but it's unreal how that energy gets translated throughout the entire song. This song never fails to put me in a good mood and make me feel so empowered. If Neck Deep could write every single one of their upbeat songs like this, I think they'd be my absolute favorite pop punk band. The guitar just hits so hard and the melody is so catchy and it all just comes together into this huge cohesive product that is emotional and powerful at the same time. It's such an amazing song, and that's really just the best way I can describe it. So finally, my favorite song by Neck Deep is Tables Turned off of A History of Bad Decisions. It took me a really long time for me to pick between this one, Motion Sickness, and Rock Bottom as my top choice, but this song is really something special. It combines the rawness and power with some more emotional lyrics later on in the song. It's a great call-out song, very similar to What Did You Expect? It has that angsty power that's yeah, you fucked me over and I hate you for it, you deserve some very not nice things, and I'm here to let you know about it. However, I think the lyrical quality falls short to the instrumental quality of the song. I think it's by far Neck Deep's best guitar work they've ever done, just because how many styles of like pop punk playing they've managed to pack into this song. There's so much variety and exposure to these different types of playing. I also really love that there's no chorus in this, and it's just this really flowy stream of conscious style of writing. It really just lets the thoughts flow out and kind of mix together, and the clean section of the song is really like a calm before the storm, before the really big and wild ending. It's an angry one, and I love it. But that is it. Definitely let me know what your favorite Neck Deep songs are in the comments below and what you thought of my picks, and thank you so much for watching.